Hey Aquarius, welcome to Divine Duality Tarot. My name is TJ. If this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. Today's video is for the week of February 6th. What I do here is just kind of simple, quick relationship reading. Try to get the general energy, the romantic energy between you and your partner, your interest, whoever this person may be, going into that week. Give you a little bit of forewarning as to what's going on, so you walk into it with some warning rather than no warning at all. Now, that said, I draw 3 for you, and then I will draw 3 for your interest. And usually it's pretty straightforward, what's here makes sense. But every once in a while, something might be a little vague. There are a few very specific cards that I always clarify, but just in case that were to happen, I do have this deck here just in case for clarification. So with that said, let's go over what's going on with you first, Aquarius. Leading it off is the Ace of Swords, which is new ideas, new truths, coming up with new things in regards to your relationship, new ideas about how to approach it, new ideas about how to attain it. It's new truths, new ideas. And then you have the 3 of Wands, which is expansion, it's growth, you're growing your willpower. You're experiencing a heightened willpower, but that will is geared toward moving forward in this relationship, moving forward in making things better, in making things work. And then you have the 9 of Pentacles, which is self-value. Especially when it comes to the physical world. Aquarius, this is my apologies. You have a very forward-thinking mentality, that energy going into it. It's also one of, yes, while expanding, while making things better, it looks like your energy going into that week is more so centered around you succeeding. And I don't think for a minute that it's selfish. It's more so making sure that you know what you're worth. And that's a healthy thing, because Aquarius, you should know what you're worth. You should know exactly what you have to bring to the table, and you should never let anybody tell you otherwise. It's when it comes to how that's going to interact with your partner, interesting, very, very interesting. Your partner has reactive energy. Let me explain why. Their first one is the Tower. The Tower is a moment where somebody, my wife puts it best, the rug has been pulled out from under you. The world is upside down. It's a drastic change, a huge, unexpected change. And then Aquarius, they have the Hierophant, which is conformity, it's traditions, it's uniformity, it's the status quo, it's going along with things that they know works, it's beliefs, it's the core beliefs, traditions, following along the path well traveled. And then you have the Emperor, which is masculinity, it is bold moves, it's power, it's a fatherly figure in a relationship. It's definitely the person who wants to be the alpha. So their energy going into it is kind of reactive, but it's also not at the same time. So they have really heightened emotion going into that week. All they're drawing here is major arcanas, the big messages. So they're already in a state where things are going to affect them more than likely, way more than they should. And going into it with you having more of a self idea of who you are, really determining your worth, Aquarius, they're not used to that. They're not used to you having your own, opinion on the important stuff. They're not used to you having your own confidence and being your own self. This person is used to being the father figure. They're used to being, the lead in the relationship, and that has been pulled out from under them in every way. If this relationship hasn't been a 50-50, if it's been more of a 70 and 30, your better energy going into this is going to get you closer to being in a 50-50. But if this person, if what they have conformed to is them being the one making all the decisions, and here you are, Aquarius, coming in with a no, it's my turn to help, because you have confidence, that could really throw somebody off and expect them to really be pushing that Emperor energy. This person may start to develop controlling aspects, because if they've went this long to develop a mentality that is how things are, throwing the Hierophant in there like that, then there's a very real possibility, like I said, they could start developing some controlling behaviors, because they may not trust in your confidence. They may not trust in your ideas. They may not trust in your desire for things to be better in that relationship. They don't trust this confidence, because they may see it as a temporary thing. If this is not the first time that this has happened, if you Aquarius, really think back on it. If this has been your relationship where they've been the lead, have you had these bursts of confidence in the past and you're really ready to do it, you're really ready to get it going, but then you just kind of, die off of it? It's probably because of them. They're the kind of person that if an idea comes along that they don't like, they may be nice about it, like, okay, I'll think about it, and then just never follow through with it. And that can really drag you down as a person. It really can make you feel like, man, my ideas just aren't worth it. And things are okay, the bills are paid, whatever. Still going out to eat, still, having a comfortable life. But is it truly comfortable, or have you fell into complacency? Aquarius, this is one of those moments that you really have to ask yourself, are you really prepared to take that leap? Are you really prepared to go all out? Because if you have in the past and you just stopped, then I mean this in the nicest way possible, that's on you. You're the one that made you stop. Meaning you are the one who can make you go forward. You have that energy about you where you can make it happen. But you have to keep going. You have to keep pushing. And when this person starts coming down on you, that things aren't going to work, that ideas aren't true, or whatever they may say, it could be really harsh. It could be surprisingly polite. But either way it goes, they're seeing change that is against what they're used to, and they're really going to be throwing out that masculine energy. They really are. Think about those things as you go into that week. Think about it. And don't give up on your ideas. Do not. Because the minute you do that, then you have validated their their temperament. This is a controlling thing. And you may not realize it until you start having ideas. And then those controlling energies, you'll feel them. You will feel that pushback. You may not feel pushback when you're not pushing back. If you're just letting them do what they want, things are okay. You know, they seem okay. You're just the 10% in the back, you know, just okay, along for the ride, and they're making all the choices. And if they're okay making all the choices, they're not giving you crap over it. But that doesn't give you room to be Aquarius. That gives you room to just be the person that they drag around with them, the person that they're just seen with in public. Is that really a relationship, or are you just along for the ride? Are you just following them? In a relationship, 50-50. It has to be 50-50. There has to be equal give, there has to be equal take. If there's not, then it's not a healthy relationship. It's truly not. There are two people in that relationship for a reason. So Aquarius, time to puff out your chest, ball them fists, and make a stand. Know your worth. Know who you are. Know what you are. Know what you're capable of. Know that your ideas, think them through. Don't be impulsive with your ideas. Think them through. Are they good ideas? And if they are, you pursue them. You pursue them because you have the right power for that. You have that Three of Wands. You have the ideas for expansion and growth. You want better. And that will better yourself. Because ultimately, you have to take care of yourself. You really do. You have to take care of yourself and know what you're worth. As Aquarius, I promise you, you're worth more than you think. A lot of us have that issue where we don't think that we're worth as much as we truly are. So Aquarius, don't let yourself down. You're not going to be letting them down. If you give up on your ideas, you're not letting them down. They're getting exactly what they want. The only person that's going to get hurt here is you, Aquarius. You will be the one following in their footsteps. You will be the one living, you know, complacent. And eventually you won't have ideas anymore, because what's the point? You may lose that drive and just become a zombie, you know, walking behind them. Just a person on a leash, following, you know, as they're told. Don't let that be your future, Aquarius. Don't let it be your future. This person's controlling. They're used to the way things are. Sometimes people have to have a wake-up call, and it's their turn to have one. And they'll get over it. They will. They've fallen into a state of mind. They can fall into a new one. So, Aquarius, make this week about you. Make this week about progress. And just don't give up on yourself. Just don't. So with that said, Aquarius, I really do appreciate you sticking through the video, hearing what I have to say with the messaging. And yeah, with that, Aquarius, I will see you next week.